Good day, everybody. It's Pam Pryor here out of Philadelphia, your first CFO, still on my mission to make finance fun for entrepreneurs. So we're going to do that a little bit today with another F word. But just wanted to say hi too. I've rearranged my office a little bit so I don't look quite as washed out, maybe against the wall. For a while there, it looked like my eyeballs were popping right out of the wall. So we had a major furniture rearrangement this weekend, and I think this works because I don't look quite as dead. At least when I go over here, my hair kind of gets lost, but over here against the door, it's a little bit better. So we've kind of shoveled everything around in here and given it another look. So anyway, that was my fun for the weekend. Had a lot of help. It wasn't just me. Checking in, though, because I wanted to talk to you about forecasts today really quickly and how they can be really easy for you as an entrepreneur to put in place, and even more why they're important. So we'll cover both of those topics here over the next few days, but I just want to keep these tips short and sweet so that you can get something and put it in place. So I'll cover it here at the beginning, I'll go into a little bit of detail, and then I'll summarize it again at the end. But the reason that we want to use forecasts is it can help us predict very easily where we think we're going to come in at the end of the year. And just as an example, with one of my larger clients here just this last week, we closed up their September books and we looked at where they stood as of this year, and we then had enough information to say, here's what we think is going to happen in October, November, and December. And therefore, here's the net income you're going to have at the end of the month. And what that does is give us another 3 months here in 2017, and then some time actually for some items in early 2018 to make some actions that make sense. We don't just arbitrarily spend money, but this particular client is going to have a pretty significant income this year at the end of the year. And we have 3 months to make really well thought out decisions about how we might be able to mitigate that April tax bill. So just the big why for forecasting, or one of the big whys for forecasting, there are tons of others which we'll cover in time, but one of the big whys for forecasting is let's go ahead and get some information on what the year is going to look like while we still have time to take actions that can deal with a number of things, but most notably taxes as well. So we'll cover the rest of this week. I'll do a bunch of these, and we're going to cover how you can do a forecast very easily. You don't have to have a knockdown drag out with your bookkeeper or get a whole bunch of different reporting put in place. This is something you can most likely do with the information you already have at hand. So we'll talk a little bit about that so that you've got something to put in place, and everybody wants to get rid of that April surprise. From professional singers I know to full out, $5 million business owners to kids making 1099 income who just don't have the time or the know-how really yet to know that they're going to could have a significant tax bill if they make enough of it. So let's go ahead and start thinking about forecasting over the next few days. In the meantime, I wish you all well in what is currently a very troubled world, and I encourage you to keep on your missions because that's what's going to get us through all this. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.